What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Seashore series, and this is already day 4, and it's our first sea day. I love me a good sea day, especially after a few days of being in port in a row. Just kind of gives you a chance to relax, explore the ship a little bit without maybe feeling obligated to go to a port that you haven't been to yet. On this sea day vlog, we got a little bit of a late start, but managed to make it to a main dining room breakfast. Went out and checked some of the best views the ship has to offer. Won a live quiz to enter the official MasterChef competition. That was fun. It was Gala Night, their version of Formal Night, so you get all that good stuff and some late night shenanigans. So let's roll. Day 4, we finally tried dining room breakfast. As in the picture, I stuck with a lot of the American classics, but I think the winner for any breakfast of any place was this Japanese karrage. That fried rice and egg was that was really good. This is corned beef hash. This tastes like dog food. Dog food. And I'm gonna let them know.
You ready to go to the bar?
Those espresso martinis really are too good. And they are dangerous because they go down easy, and that is a breakfast drink. So it's really easy to get your day off to a real interesting start with those things. But I wanted to mention that brunch was actually a really cool experience in the main dining room. They had an option where if you wanted to wait for your own table, you could, which we took because we're already eating dinner with some strangers. I did not want every meal to be like that. We were second in line, probably had about a 15-minute wait, but I think it was worth it. We actually got a table right by the window, which was a really cool view. I can't believe I did not get any shots of that. But after those espresso martinis at the Seashore bar, we actually went to guest services to get some more information on an event I heard about before the cruise, but I was not seeing it advertised anywhere. I wasn't seeing it in the app. And I'm glad that we went when we did to ask because it was starting in just a few hours and it was really cool. Check it out.
Definitely up there. It was the most amazing thing I've ever done. MSC. My name's Jane Devonshire and I'm the 2016 champion for MasterChef UK. Make sure you join in the quiz and challenge as part of the MasterChef at Sea experience. The wonderful MSC crew staff will give you more information. So good luck, get cooking and enjoy your MasterChef journey.
Please as well put your hands together for our professional chef. We have Tanya and Grace.
Look what I won, y'all. A backpack. Even though I didn't win, they gave backpacks to every contestant. I don't know what the first place got. I think it was onboard credit towards specialty dining, but I'm just not 100% sure on that. But if I had to guess, we got third because it really did not look all that great. But to start from the beginning, it started as a live quiz to see who qualified for the competition. That was in the main theater, and there was a lot of people here. I would say about 400 to 500 people for this competition. I'm not sure how many people actually took the quiz, but just in the theater, I would say the main floor was about 3/4 packed. The quiz was 20 questions long, and they kind of had hosts walking up and down the aisle to make sure no one was like cheating on their phones, even though they didn't do a great job with me. But Nikki actually got most of the questions right here, though I may or may not have Googled like 1 to 3 of them. And I realized when after we handed in the quiz and they were kind of going through the answers, I realized that we only got 2 wrong. And I was like, oh, shit. And then when they were revealing the results, they said that 0 people got 0 wrong. Only 1 person got 1 wrong. And about 20 people got 2 wrong. And they were going to poll the remaining 5 contestants from the group of 20 that got only 2 wrong randomly. And let me tell you, when they said my name, my jaw dropped because I quickly realized that I now have to cook on stage in front of an audience of professional and amateur chefs and just fans of the show. I also thought I was going to be able to go up with Nikki, but no. I also didn't think the competition was going to be the same day, but no, it was go time right now, and you ended up just getting paired with kind of whoever was called right after you. So lucky or unlucky, I didn't really have to cook because the dish was dessert. And apparently my partner had a lot of experience with dessert. So I was cool. I let her take the reins on most of it. The game was they gave you 5 ingredients and 15 minutes to come up with a dish. Now, the ingredients that we got were strawberries, chocolate syrup, a cookie, sprinkles, and our tortilla. Now, it was my partner's idea to just not use the tortilla. She thought that they were just trying to throw us off with that. And it wasn't until about a few minutes left that one of the judges came up to us and told us that no, we had to use all 5 ingredients. So our dessert went from chocolate covered strawberries with some cookie crumbled on it and a little bit of sprinkles to just that on a tortilla. And it did not look all that great, not gonna lie. But yeah, it was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had on a cruise ship. Feels really good to be an official MasterChef contestant, and I'll be sure to rub that in anytime I can in life.
I want to like put that together. That's what I was looking for, a puzzle. Like a Lego?
Yeah. Naturally, we're in a partnership with Lego here. And after some ship exploration, we headed back to the cabin around 6 o'clock for a nap, which took us all the way up to our 9:15 dinner, which was the Gala Night extravaganza. And I can, but I can't believe I got no videos of us dressing up, but I did finally get some videos of dinner. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't remember too much from this dinner. I think I was a little lit this night. I do remember that the filet mignon was good. Nikki did enjoy her lobster tail. I just, I think by day 4, we were kind of over the fact and how long we were having to be in the dining room, or how late we had to be in the dining room. Again, we weren't served our main course until like a little bit after 10 o'clock again tonight. So it was just kind of over that. And we, especially me, was over the fact that we had to share our table with some strangers. So we were just trying to get in and out of there as fast as possible. We did end up going to the gala party up on the top deck 18, I believe, at the main pool area. Really just wasn't our vibe. The music was not really our style. It was, everyone was just dressed up and it was crowded and they were just standing there. like it was like some uptight high school dance. So we were probably had one drink and was out of there pretty quick. Back to the cabin by 11, where Nikki stayed in for the night, which left me to fend for myself for the rest of the night in the open seas. I really didn't get too much footage. I just walked around the outside decks for a little bit. I went to the buffet for some pizza, and then went to go check out their nightclub for the first time. Yeah, let's talk about that nightclub. So they turned La Cabaret Rouge into a nightclub every night around 11:30 or 12, and it would normally go up until about 2 o'clock. And it's supposed to be 18 and up, but they did not enforce that at all. So you have this really weird mix of like 14, 15-year-olds with 40, 50-year-olds, and there was a few like uncomfortable sightings. I'll just say that. I just think that they need to enforce the age limit and maybe have a better option for a teen club on the ship. But this is really the only place that you're going to go on Seashore and hear hip hop. One of my biggest complaints with MSC is a lot of like the common areas and a lot of like the headline parties are only really playing older pop and rock, which is just not my cup of tea. A little history on me. I was a DJ for 10 years. That's all I did. So I know the importance music has in setting the tone and the energy for the environment. And it just seemed like MSC did not want to have that party atmosphere, which I could see could turn a lot of people away. A lot of people. But up next is day 5, where we went to Mexico's Costa Maya, and we got a little adventurous and went off the port into real Mexico on our own, which was a bit unnerving at times, having Nikki there with me, but it was fun. See you then.